Hello, 11th class ISC students. Vanda Srivastav continues her drama class with Act 1, Scene 2. In our previous meet, dear students, we have seen how Ariel's spirit is demanding his freedom from Prospero. And Prospero, in anger, reminds him if he had forgotten from what torture he was saved. When he was prisoned by Sycorax, a witch, in the trunk of the pine tree for 12 years. Now let us proceed from 316th line. Ariel says, "Yeah, sir." He says, "Yes, sir, I have not forgotten this." Then Prospero says, "This blue-eyed hag was hither brought with child, and here was left by the sailors. Thou, my slave, as thou report thyself, was then her servant." So Prospero says that this blue-eyed hag means the blue-eyed ugly woman, Sycorax, a witch. After that was brought here, who was soon to be a mother because she was carrying a baby in her womb. So she was brought here on this island, and here was left by the sailors, and she was left by the sailors. Thou, my slave, as thou reportest thyself, and you, my slave, as you have told by yourself, was then her servant. That time you were the servant of Sycorax, that witch. And for thou wast a spirit too delicate, and because you were a spirit very delicate, very dainty, to act her earthly and abhorred commands, to act her unrefined. Earthly means unrefined, and abhorred, very hateful commands. She used to give you the very unrefined and hateful commands. Refused her grand hess, and you refused her mighty commands, grand hess. She did confine thee, and in anger she imprisoned you, confined thee, by help of her more potent ministers, by the help of her more powerful spirits, and in her most unmitigable rage, and in her most relentless anger, into a cloven pine. What she did in anger, in a relentless anger, she split the pine tree within which ripped, and she ripped open that pine tree and imprisoned you inside it, the trunk of the pine tree. You did it painfully remain, because for not obeying her commands, a dozen years. Painfully remained there for you for a dozen years, 12 years, within which space she died. And during this period only she died, when you were inside the trunk of the pine tree, and left thee there. And there you were left there, where thou didst vent thy groans. And there you used to groan. In pain you used to vent, utter means groan. You used to vent means utter thy groans, as fast as mill wheels strike. Your groaning was similar to the wheels of a mill, as they roar when they strike the water while moving. When the wheels of mill, they strike the water, they give a roaring sound. In the same way you used to groan. Save for the sun that she did, then was this island safe for the sun. And that time this island was inhabited by Sycorax's son Caliban, to whom she has given birth on this island. And that she did litter here. She gave birth to this Caliban here, a freckled whelp, a spot, who had a spots on the skin. Hag born of a witch. He was the son of a witch. Not honored with a human shape. Means he was not like a human shape, who was no better than a dog. He looked like a dog. Then Ariel says, "Yes, Caliban, her son. Yes, I know. The Caliban, her son." Then Prospero, "Dull thing, stupid creature. I say so, he is Caliban, whom now I keep in service. And now I keep Caliban in my service. Thou best knowest, you better know this, what torment I did find thee in thy groans. You better know this, in what agony, in what torment, in what torture I did find you in this on this island. Thy groans, your physical pains, the way that you used to groan, did make wolves howl. Even your groaning made the wolves howl in sympathy for you. They used to howl in sympathy for you. They could not bear the way you were tortured and penetrate the breasts of ever angry bears. And even your groaning touched the hearts of the ever angry bears. It was a torment to lay upon the damned, which Sycorax could not again undo. And it was a torture to be given on those who were sent to hell. Means it was a severe torture that she gave you. But she could not again undo, but she could not make over the curse, and died during this period, and you remained inside the pine tree. It was mine art when I arrived. It was because of my magic when I arrived and heard thee, and when I heard your groanings, that made gape the pine and let thee out. Then, when I heard your groanings, I felt pity on you. I made open the pine tree and let you out. Ariel, I thank thee, master, I thank thee. Then Prospero, if thou more murmurest, I will rend an oak and peg thee in his knotty entrails till thou hast howled away 12 winters. So he says that if you complain any more, murmurest, if you complain any more, I will rend an oak, I will tear open the oak tree and peg thee in his knotty entrails, and I will fasten you, I will tie you in his twisted trunk, till thou hast howled away 12 years, till I will leave you there groaning for 12 years. 12 winters means 12 years. Then Ariel, pardon, sir, pardon, master. I will be correspondent to command. I will obey your commands and do my spiriting gently. I will do my activities as a spirit. Then Prospero, do so, and after 2 days I will discharge thee. Okay, then do my duties, and after 2 days I shall set you free. Then Ariel, that's my noble master. What shall I do? Say what shall I do for you now? Then Prospero, go make thyself like a nymph of the sea. Be subject to no sight but thine and mine, invisible to every eyeball else. So he says, now you go and give your shape. Go make thyself come in the form of a sea maiden of the sea. Be subject to no sight but thine and mine. Make yourself invisible. Invisible only means only I and you can see each other. To no sight but thine and mine, to every eyeball else. Do not be visible to any eyes. Any ball means any eyes except you and me. Go take this shape, go take this form of sea maiden, and hither come here quickly. Go hence with diligence and go very attentively. As he goes away, Ariel, then he says, awake, dear heart, awake. Thou hast slept well. Now he is making her daughter to wake up. Then Miranda, then she wakes up. The strangeness of your story put heaviness me. The strange nature of your story, father, made me drowsy, and I felt in a sound sleep. I went into a sound sleep. Then Prospero, shake it off. Now shake off your sleep. Come on. We will visit Caliban, my slave. Let us visit Caliban, my slave, who never yields us kind answer, who never gives us pleasant answer, who is all the time grumbling. Then Miranda, It's a villain, sir. I do not love to look on. He is a villain, father. I do not love to look that fellow. Then Prospero, but as it is, we cannot miss him. He does make our fire, fetch in our wood, and serves in offices that profit us. But as it is, means at the situation is, my daughter, we cannot miss him. We have to use him because he does make our fires, he does make lots of work, fetch in our wood, he brings our fuel wood, and serves in offices, serves our duties that profit us, that benefit us. What ho, slave Caliban! Thou, earth, thou speak, you piece of dirt, speak, speak. Then Caliban within, there is wood enough within, I have brought enough wood. Then Prospero, come forth. I say, there is other business for thee. There is another task for you. Come, thou tortoise. When? Come, you lazy creature. When you will come, then re-enter Ariel like a water nymph. Suddenly, Ariel comes in the form of a sea maiden who could be visible only to Prospero. Fine apparition, my quaint Ariel, hark in thine ear. So he says, wow, very fine spirit, my clever Ariel. Now I must say a word in your ear. And he says something in the ear of Ariel. And he says, my lord, it shall be done. Your work will be done. And he exits. Then Prospero says, thou poisonous slave, come forth. Thou malignant slave, come forth. Thou malignant means poisonous slave, come forth. Now enter Caliban. Caliban, as wicked dew as ever my mother brushed, as harmful dew as ever my mother gathered, with the raven's feather. Raven is a bird. It is said that it is the bird of ill omen. So, as harmful as the bird of ill omen, from unwholesome fen drop on you both. So he says that as harmful dew as ever my mother gathered from the feather of the bird raven, from the harmful dew means unwholesome wholesome fen means the from the marshland, harmful marshland, may all those dews, harmful dews, fall upon you both. A southwest blow on you, a southwest wind blow upon you, and may you have blisters all over your body. He is going on cursing both Prospero and Miranda. So Raven is a bird of ill omen. So he is using that may all the ill omens may fall upon you. So today till here, children. In our next meet we will go further. Till then, have a nice time. Thank you.